What is going on, guys? DBG here, and this is the last video for today. We got this video out, then I'm gonna go and shower because, yeah, I definitely need to. But anyway, lads, what we're gonna be doing now is we're gonna be talking about the old auction house. If you guys have been living under a rock or not following the DBG channel, we got a lot of cards tomorrow. I want to see what the cheapest opal is right now. I'm guessing maybe 70k. I don't see opals being more than 50k tomorrow, by the way. If you have any Galaxy opals, I need to check. I don't think I own any. I don't think it's pink diamonds, by the way. Aren't going to be hit as much as I thought, but they're like, let's see, opals at 48k. Yeah, even lower than I thought. They're gonna drop lower than this, but I think they might drop lower than 40. Unless there's an auto buyer. If there's an auto buyer, it's different. But there's no way. There is no way that these all-star cards. Is there an auto buyer on these now? Yeah, there's no way. Like, as much as I like Donald. Donald's a beast. Dove Chase is good, man. Donald is good for 48k. I think we see some of the scrub opals, by the way. And by scrub opals, I mean we see, like, Demantis Sabonis. Jokic, maybe. Kyrie, possibly. No, Kyrie's hype. Marking him because he can't play his actual position. Marking who plays small forward, can't play small forward. Jaren Jackson. Those are the guys, maybe Bam. Those are the guys that I can see actually dropping to like 35k, which is wild. It's absolutely wild. So I need to see, like, pre-bans, opals were going for 100. Like, Dono was going for 100k like 3 days ago. Like, I want us to see what certain cards are going for. I just want to see how bad it's tanked already. Like, the market's obviously going to drop. I think the market will drop a little more than this. I don't think it's going to absolutely drop much more than it is right now. Is Melo a buyout? Melo is essentially a buyout, yes. Magic is still 400. I think the guys like Magic are still going to be there. Pow, super cheap. I'm trying to think who hasn't been a buyout. I think Clay's been a buyout. Could Scotty be a buyout? Scotty's probably like 130, 140. Chet's probably a buyout. No, these guys are still pretty rare, I'm not gonna lie. These guys are surprisingly rare. I'm actually surprised Chet's not a buyout. That's like one of the players I'm surprised. Kawhi is obviously a buyout. What's Harden? Harden is probably like 150. Oh my god. For a guy like Dirk could be only 100. He's not a buyout right now, but Dirk is barely over 100. Obviously, Vince is Vince. It's the same with Eclipse. I reckon yeah, surely he's dropped under 100, has he? He's like an equivalent buy now. Like, if you know what that means, like, if you guys don't know what it means, you can see there's one up of these every minute. Like, when I say things are equivalent buy nows, I mean, like, you can get them for bidding. If you bid 100k, you're gonna get the card. And Kawhi's lowest point has been like 85k that I've seen. And I want to see how much he's dropped, because if he's like in this, I reckon he could be in the 70 range. I reckon he could have dropped huge. I actually just want to see what opals you can get for like between like under like say 75k. Because obviously you can get all it out, like the flash forward cards, because they're plumbers and no one really wants to use them, are going to be cheaper. And like that's obvious, because again they're not very hyped. But I want to see what guys are like under 78. Obviously plumbers. The first time Terry Dishinger 70k. Holy crap, J.R. 70k. Paul George, fair enough. Like, he's literally a better pink diamond because he can play the 2. You can get Bob Nedelicki for 75k. Like, I'm just saying, if you're looking to stock up on, if you're looking to get like good cards for cheap, when these guys come out, buy some of the plumbers. I can guarantee you the plumbers are gonna be way better than most of these. Like, these plumbers got all have gas sigs, and I don't think we see many of the all-star guys getting gas sigs. Like, I might just try to sell some of my guys and see if I can build up to like 50-ish k needed to get me a Nedelicki. I think Nedelicki is a big backup power forward. As much as I like Amari Stoudemire, Netaleki's better. Debatable. So Pow's really cheap. So obviously Kazi's now under 50. Oh my god. Terry's 63k. What in the world is happening? Oh my god, Dark Matters are have Pink Diamonds tanked actually. Now that's one of the interesting ones because maybe I don't think Pink Diamonds, because there's no Pink Diamonds in this set. If there were Pink Diamonds in this set, I would see them really tanking at high, because I think they'd be at stupidly high odds. But like surely like 15k is, yeah, so Pink Diamonds are the same price. Pink Diamonds haven't tanked. So literally the only tier that's tanking, unless obviously there's an auto buyer, by the way. There could be an auto buyer on Pink Diamonds. And that could be like a, so I think there might be an auto buyer on Pink Diamonds. Yeah, there's an auto buyer on Pink Diamonds. Yeah, there's an auto buyer at probably 20 something. We need to find where the auto buyer is. It's higher than this. 21,700. Nope. 21,800. Nope. 21,900. Still winning auto buyer. Is that auto buyer range? Yep. Yeah, it's like 21,900. So there's an auto buyer on Pink Diamonds, which makes Pink Diamonds really, really hard to gauge their price. I wonder what the auto buyer, like there's definitely an auto buyer on Opals as well. So like, I think that whatever the auto buyer is on Galaxy Opals is going to be taken down. I reckon it's probably 50. I would say 50 is probably the auto buyer. I want to see if we got a 50. These again, like these empties, these bots all have, it's lower than 50 anyway. It'll be interesting. Is there an auto buyer on these? Doesn't look like it. It actually doesn't look like there's an auto buyer on Opals, which is a shock because you would think Opals auto buyer would be the smart thing. It's not a 48. No, there's no auto buyer on, weird one, there's no auto buyer on Opals. So I think Opals are going to drop to about 35 to 40 at the cheapest for the bad Opals, which is going to be like your Plumbers and your Demantis Sabonis, probably your Larry Markkinen, your Jaren Jackson Jr., your Drew Holiday, your Julius Randle. These guys are going to be the cheap guys. And then I reckon around like the 50 to like 60k range is probably going to be your Halliburtons, your Bams, your Dames, your, no, not Steph, maybe your Paul George because he's a small forward, power forward, your DeMars. Then in the like 100k range, I think we see the Kyries, the Jaylen Browns, the Donovan Mitchells. Now, Mitchell's probably a bit lower. We got Kyrie, Jaylen Brown, Dame's probably in that 100k range, maybe. I think Shea's going to be in the 100k range. I think Zion might be in the 100k range. I think Embiid might be in the 100k range. Jokic will be in the 100k range. And then we've got the, like, bid range, which will be your Lukas, your Stephs, your maybe not Zion, your Tatums, your KDs, and yeah, I'd say it's probably, and obviously the Dark Matter is going to be that. So as far as the market goes, if you guys have any Opals, I would maybe sell them. If you have Pink Diamonds, I would actually sell them. There's no point selling them. They're on an auto buyer. So, like, there will be a bot that will buy all your Pink Diamonds for 20k if you want to sell them, which is a good thing. I might actually, trying to think, what Pink Diamonds do I have that are auctionable in my collection? Is it just Marc Gasol? Is Marc Gasol the only auctionable Pink Diamond I have in my collection? He might be on this account, you know. Like, if I had more auctionable Pink Diamonds, I would chuck them up for the auto buyers right now. But anyway, yeah. I don't know. It's very, very hard to predict how much the market's going to crash. The market's obviously going to crash because the supply is going to completely outweigh the demand on Galaxy Opals. I would advise you actually, you see, when these cards get the cheapest, I would probably buy the Galaxy Opals early, because if you guys don't remember what happened with Flash Forward, Basically, pink diamonds went out, were at 15k, but then the auto buyers bumped up to 30. So if at any stage something crazy happens, like we see Demantis Sabonis at like 22k, like something wild like that in like the first hour of these packs, buy Demantis Sabonis. If you have even a slight up, if you think there's like a 1% chance you're ever going to use any of these guys, and they're like, say, 25 to 35k, buy them, because they will not drop over next week, because not 2k, the MT sites will have an auto buyer set to pay for them more. These guys are going to be cheaper 1 hour. Like the cheapest of these guys, basically the top tier guys for the first day are going to be way more expensive than they are going to be at any stage. For the mid tier guys, I don't know. Do it at your own discretion. But for the low tier guys, the low guys in this set, like again, your Sabonises, your freaking Drews, your Markkanens, those low guys. Those guys, 1 hour after packs are going to be out, are going to be cheaper than ever, because the auto buyers are going to start shooting those guys to the moon. So buy them before the auto buyers do. Trust me, buy them before the auto buyers.